Some of my least favorite words are I don't understand, I don't know. Even with all of the experience I've had in my life of saying I don't understand or thinking I don't understand or saying I don't know or thinking I don't know, still not a fan. Peter gave us an example of a dude that seemed to not have much of a filter. I love Peter because so many times, especially the times he was wrong, Peter did or said the very things that I would say or do, frankly. And a lot of times in life, I'm grateful for the person in the room that doesn't have a filter because they usually verbalize the very things that I was thinking. And then I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't say that, but I truly was thinking it. So in John 13, when Jesus is washing the disciples' feet, yep, here's Peter. Peter's that guy. So Peter is sitting in the circle watching Jesus wash the other disciples' feet. And as he's watching Jesus wash one, wash the next, Peter, of course, is experiencing inner turmoil. How do we know that? Because it's about to come out. And as he's watching them, he's thinking, there's not a chance I'm letting him do that. Why are you letting him do that to you? Why are you you too? What the crud are you guys thinking? But then Jesus gets to Peter and we find out just what he's thinking. Verse 6 of John 13 says, when Jesus came to Simon Peter, Peter said to him, Lord, are you going to wash my feet? Like, I realize that you've done 6 or 7 or 8 in a row here, but for real? And Jesus says, you don't understand. How true. You don't understand now what I'm doing, Jesus said, but someday you will. Absolutely true. Peter didn't understand. I don't understand stuff. You don't understand stuff. No, Peter protested to that which he didn't understand. You can almost infer the words, no, Jesus, you don't understand. I've been there. I am there to some degree. Peter protested, verse 8 says, you will never, ever wash my feet. Now, I don't think Peter meant to be disrespectful or pig-headed or bullheaded or stiff-necked or any of those ugly metaphors. I think Peter straight up didn't understand. And in his lack of understanding, he was strong. He's like, that might have been good for that dude, and that dude, but heck to the no. You're not washing my feet. And Jesus replied, unless I wash you, you won't belong to me. That mattered. That mattered to Peter. Now, this isn't so much about washing feet as it is about trusting Jesus when we don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand our world this side of November 3rd. I probably won't understand this world the other side of November 3rd. I don't understand the Lord. I certainly don't understand people. I just don't understand. And I feel some things strongly, just like Peter. I think a lot of things strongly, and sometimes I say things strongly. And what Jesus gives us here in John chapter 13 is an example. And is an example, number one, to trust him to clean the most vulnerable parts of us. Trust him with access to the most vulnerable, nasty parts of us. And then to do the same for others. To serve, to love, and to give of ourselves in the most humble, selfless, impactful way to those around us. Jesus gives us an example in John 13, an example where he's strong and meek, where there wasn't a plan B, there wasn't another option, but there was a strong example and an invitation to do likewise. So, Peter didn't understand. He had no problem vocalizing that. How about you? What do you do with what you don't understand? To vocalize it loudly probably doesn't do a whole lot of good, unless you're vocalizing it to the one you can trust, Jesus. Vocalizing our lack of understanding to others only breeds more contempt, more confusion, more hardship, more anxiety, more depression, more despair. We don't need more of that. What we need is love, servanthood, and a willingness to follow Jesus and to do likewise. I need my feet washed, and I need to wash some feet. that's what I want to do with my life. And even saying that, I'm just thinking through what that means for me. And maybe as you hear that, the Holy Spirit will prompt you to do some difficult things that you probably won't understand. But may Jesus help us to be like him, especially when we don't understand. Because this world needs some love, and this world needs some servants. And as ill-qualified as I feel, I want to be part of the solution. I'm guessing you do too. Have a great day. Let's wash some feet. Let's love some people. And let's not even try to understand.